Alright, what's shaking, homies? It's your boy Game to Game Basis back here today with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you every single piece of horse armor and where they come from on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So first up, we have the stable saddle and bridle. This is very simple to get. First of all, if you want to get this, you're first going to want to find a horse and then bring it to a stable. If you want to find a horse, you can find a horse very early in the beginning of the game, right after you get off the Great Plateau. Right out over there, where my star stamp is marked, is where you can find horses right off the Great Plateau. And then after you find a horse and tame one, you're going to want to bring it over to the outskirts stable, or any stable. The outskirts stable, I'm only saying, is because it's only like 2 miles down from where you find your first horse at. It's very convenient to get to and not far away. And then you're going to want to speak to the guy over here, and you're going to want to click register your horse. And that's going to be an option that's going to come up. It's going to cost 20 rubies to register a horse, but doing so will allow you to name your horse, and then it will net you this really cool saddle and bridle, which is the stable saddle and bridle that I have equipped on my horse right now. Now I'm going to show you how to get all the rest of the really cool horse armor. So next up, we've got the Traveler's saddle and bridle. If you ask me, I'm pretty sure the Traveler's bridle is a downgrade from the stable bridle. It's not all that exciting, but the Traveler's saddle, on the other hand, is really cool. It's basically a saddle that has a knapsack, a bag, and a towel attached to it. And this can be obtained from the Link Rider amiibo. Next up, we've got the Ancient saddle and bridle. The Ancient saddle basically has technology that allows you to call your horse no matter how far away you are. If you call your horse, let's say you're really far away from your horse, right? And it's wearing this Ancient saddle, you can basically have it teleport to you. And the Ancient bridle not only has additional armor for the head, but it increases the amount of spurs, giving the horse more stamina. So, very important. First up, number one, in order to have access to be able to get the Ancient horse armor, the Ancient saddle and bridle, you have to have the Expansion Pass DLC Pack 2. And second of all, if you have that, this is where it can be found at. The Ancient bridle can be found on Satori Mountain, right where the Lure of the Mountain, all the bluepies are found at. About right here, right next to where my travel medallion is set at. And the Ancient saddle can be found at the Horse Fairy Spring, or the Horse God Spring. So this is the Horse Spring right here. And right behind the Horse God Spring, there's a hidden chest right back here, and you can just use your Magnesis room to pick it up when you find it there. After that, you then have the Monster's saddle and bridle. This is sold by Kilton in exchange for his currency Mon, which you get by trading in monster parts. The Monster saddle just looks pretty goofy and silly. It reminds me of something of saddle made of wool that's like a peasant would have back in the olden days. And it's usable, sold by Kilton. And the Monster's bridle basically boasts additional head armor that covers the horse's head. Next up, you have the Extravagant saddle and bridle. It's pretty artsy and fancy. And the way you get the Extravagant saddle and bridle is by coming over here to the Highland stable, which I'm at right now. And speaking to this guy right here. He's going to ask you if you want to play his minigame, where you have to run your horse around the field, jumping over fences. And you're going to say, let's do it. And if you get a good score, he'll give you he'll give you the Extravagant saddle and bridle. If you get a good enough score beating his game, you'll get the Extravagant saddle and bridle from him. If you do a good enough job beating his game. Next up, you have the Knight's saddle and bridle. It's pretty cool. It's basically armor. The Knight's bridle has additional armor to protect the horse's neck and head. And the Knight's saddle, pretty much the same thing. The Knight's saddle also has additional armor to protect the horse's butt and back, pretty much. But the way you get that is by coming to Mounted Archery Camp. Right over here. Not over here. Right over here, about right over here. And you come over here and you're going to speak to the guys there and tell them that you want to play their game, which is a game where you have to shoot a bunch of targets and get a good time on it. And if you get a good enough score, they will then give you the knight's saddle and bridle, one by one. Again, the location of where this can be found at, the Knight's Saddle and Bridle, is right over here at Mounted Archery Camp, south of the Lake Tower. And finally, we've got the Royal Saddle and Bridle. The way you get the Royal Saddle and Bridle is by doing the Royal White Stallion side quest. There's basically a brief summary on how you do the Royal White Stallion side quest. If you need more help on how to do the Royal White Stallion side quest, I will be doing a tutorial or walkthrough guide very soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And it's basically can be found at the Outskirts Stable. I'm going to show you who you need to speak to at the Outskirts Stable to get the side quest and so you can unlock the side quest and do the side quest. Alright, so here we are. We have made it to the Outskirts Stable. So what you're going to want to do, if you have the shrine right there that registers as a travel gate, go up to that shrine. And now you're going to want to come down here. And you're going to want to come over here and talk to this guy. This is Toffa. You're going to want to talk to Toffa. And then he'll give you the side quest to be able to do the Royal White Stallion side quest. And once you do the Royal White Stallion side quest, you come back here and you report to this guy. And then he will give you the Royal Saddle and Bridle. The Royal Saddle and Bridle has a bunch of emblems on it. And the Royal Bridle is just very elegant and elite, pretty much. Alright, now I'm going to be showing what each piece of horse armor looks like on the horse. Not just on an icon.
Hi. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh. Yup. Ha, ha.
Yeah.
So first of all, if you want to be able to change your horse armor, you're going to want to come over here to Canny, over here at the Outskirts Stable, and talk to her, and ask her to change the horse's gear.
Mm-hmm.
Be warned that at first, if you first have a horse that doesn't have much love, she's not gonna offer them assistance to help change the horse's saddle and bridle. But if you raise your horse to get close to you, then she will offer to change the horse's saddle and bridle. And you can also change the mane too. There's different mane customizations. The Mohawk mane is my personal favorite, but they've also got a floral mane. They've got French braided mane, and they've got different colored manes, like a purple mane, a red one, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to show you what each bridle looks like on the horse. So as you can see, the Traveler's Saddle and Bridle is pretty cool. It basically has a bag, a knapsack, and a towel attached to it, or a blanket. Now I'm going to be showing you what the Knight's Bridle and Saddle looks like. So basically the Knight's Saddle and Bridle basically has additional armor attached to it. Now I'm going to be showing you what the Royal Saddle and Bridle look like on the horse. As you can see, the Royal Saddle has the Goddess Mark and Triforce emblems on it, and it's got a little pouch attached to the saddle, which is pretty darn cool. This is what it looks like all together, the Royal Saddle and the Royal Bridle. Now I'm going to be showing you the Extravagant Saddle and Bridle. As you can see, the extravagant saddle and bridle is very artsy and craftsy and bright and extravagant. It's got feathers and gems and all that stuff on it. As you can see, the bridle has gems and a feather on it. So it looks pretty extravagant and playful and artsy. Now I'm going to be showing you the monster saddle and bridle, or Kilton's saddle and bridle. Now I'm going to be showing you the ancient saddle and bridle on the horse. And like I said, no matter how far away you are, you can call your horse and your horse will teleport to you, even if it's extremely far away. Alright, so anyway folks, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you have not already. Comment down below and share. Please also share this video with others too. Alright, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!